CSGO at the X Games. I never thought I would be saying that. So if you don't know, CSGO has partnered up with MLG and there is going to be an event at the X Games, and a lot of people don't think CSGO really does deserve to be in the X Games. Christy Lisken, I think is how you say her name, it's something ridiculous like that. She says, as athletes, sometimes we risk it all to win it at the X Games. No gamer in the world deserves an hashtag X Games gold medal, hashtag couch games, hashtag athletes only, and she got fucking roasted on Twitter. Literally just roasted on Twitter by all the gamers, particularly the COD guys. They stepped it up and they really let this lady have it. Personally, I think what she said was right, but I think she worded it very wrong. She's trying to take away from people who play in esports, which is something that she really shouldn't have done. But in my personal opinion, I really don't think that esports really fits well at the X Games, just like something like chess or poker, which are the most comparable sports to something like CSGO, which is all about strategy and pretty much picking your points. I think those wouldn't really fit right in the X Games either. The X Games, when I think about it, is all about these extreme sports like fucking Tony Hawk doing a 360 720, not some 360 no scope hit by a kid in Call of Duty. So you know what I'm saying here? Like, I feel like extreme sports are all about like people risking their lives. That is literally what I think when I hear X Game. What this lady did say though is pretty fucking retarded. She said, no gamer in the world deserves an X Games gold medal, which is pretty funny because from what I understand, she doesn't even have one, but some of these gamers do. I think this came from a place of jealousy. I feel like she was sitting in her room one day, late at night. She was just really mad because she lost and gamers are out here showing off their gold medals. Actually, one of the COD guys responded with a picture of his X Game gold medal from last year, which I thought was just hilarious. This lady is clearly just jealous, and to say that no gamer in the world deserves an X Game gold medal is taking it a little bit too far. Can we have the discussion that esports maybe shouldn't be in the X Games? Yes, we can. But to say they don't deserve it is a little ridiculous and kind of a slap into the face to the people that worked really hard to, you know, get that medal. Most people know why gaming is in the X Games though. The X Games was kind of losing viewers, and gaming actually brought in a lot of people. It's actually one of the most watched events at the X Games, and I wonder why. How many people do you know that watch extreme fucking skiing? Like, no, I've never heard anyone in their life, you're like, yo man, what sport do you like? You're like, bro, I like extreme skiing. Like, no, I've never heard that. But it's more common for me to hear someone say they like CSGO, or they like Call of Duty, or they like something like even Madden competitive sports or competitive esports. So it's more or less just the X Games going, yeah, we need to bring in more viewers. What are the kids liking these days? Because they're not into like skateboarding and all that shit, or they are, but not to the same extent as they used to be. So they were like, hey, let's bring in gaming here. Gaming could work. So they brought in esports, and now esports is like one of the biggest things at the X Games, and it's something that's bringing in a lot more viewers. So you guys, those are just my thoughts. I feel like this lady really did dig herself in a hole. I feel like what she said is kind of true to some extent, but the way she worded it was really disrespectful and just kind of fucked up in my opinion. But tell me what yours is in the comments down below. Do you think CSGO should be in the X Games? Do you think it should not be in the X Games? Do you think she handled this right? Do you not think she handled this right? Feel free to tell me in the comments down below. And if you like this video, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? And when this video does reach 300 likes, we upload the next one. So be sure to smash that like button. But yeah guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc. And as always, peace out.